Hello, my name is Mario, and my mini project is about the data for state crime. In this project, we'll discuss the abstraction, limitation, structure, and question proposed about the state crime. First of all, let's look at the abstraction. The definition of abstraction is a process of representing real-world entities in a simplified way, after removing unnecessary information. In this project, the real-world entity is a data set for state crimes. The data includes the time, place, and the happening rates for different kinds of crimes. With the data provided, we'll be able to use Python to analyze and find the relationship between the data. And the question proposed in this project is about the relationship between the rate of crimes and how it is related to our society. However, before we jump into the structure of the dataset and the question, let's look at some of the limitations for this dataset. First of all, the years of the crimes were possibly not recorded due to various reasons, so there's a lack of completeness from the dataset. Second, because of the size of the data, some questions may have too complex of answers that are hard to draw conclusions from. In this case, it's easier to get specific because then your data shows a real trend or relationship. And third, the categories of crime are pretty broad and may be hard to draw conclusions from as well. For example, one part of the data just says assault, but it is unclear if assault means sexual, domestic, or just a drunken fight at the bar. Now, we have went over the limitation that the dataset may have, and let's get into the structure of the dataset. Here's the structure for this dataset. As you can see, the crime reports dataset consists of three main categories: state, data, and year. While data is a dictionary that includes population, rates, and totals. Within rates and totals, there are two dictionaries: property and violent. They include all the crimes that is involved in this dataset, which is burglary, larceny, and murder, etc. Now, let's look at the questions I proposed for this project. The question for this project is, what is the relationship between the rate of assault crimes and larceny crimes? The question is very detailed and it looks directly at the rate of two major crimes there is. If we can find a relationship between these two crimes, we'll be able to take some actions towards one of them and affect the other. Also, on the right, you can see the code I used to approach this question. I created two lists to record the data of larceny and assault, so I can include both data in the graph. So now let's look at the visualization created with this code and the answer for the question. As you can see in this graph, the rate of assault and larceny has a strong positive relationship. That means if the rate of one of them goes up, the other one will go up as well, vice versa. Therefore, we can try to reduce the rate of one of the crimes in order to keep both crimes under control. So now let's take a look at the social impact of this case. Here's the social impact for this project. The stakeholders in this case are the residents, police, and the criminals. The impact of our question on stakeholders is that if the rate of larceny decreases, the rate of assault will significantly decreases, which means police officers can prevent assault crimes if they improve home safety. However, while the police force put more effort on securing home safety, the criminals may have new ways to commit crimes, which is a big conflict between the stakeholders. Therefore, there will be more to consider when the police force starts to take actions. And that will be it for my mini projects. Thanks for watching.